like I say, honestly, and besides, like I say too, my life forms, my people, my Japanese, my Japanese were willing to commit seppuku just to prove that they were being honest and were trustworthy. Like there was this great Chinese person or whatever, and he actually began to cut himself open in front of me, or cut himself open while talking to me. And I told them to save him because I was like, that's not what I meant, you know. But I was like, point taken though. Yes, I trust you. I'm sorry. That's I was like. Anyway, I said, and I later on apologized to the Chinese and the Japanese. I am sorry for ever doubting you. I apologize. You know, you were always the best. So anyway, I apologize to a lot of people, to a lot of groups out there. I doubted you for an instant, and that was on me. Anyway, um, like I said, like I would tell other people too. I was like, there. Somebody was like, blah blah blah, and I was like, you know, there are 120 to 200 life forms out there in the universe that a snap of the fingertips could end all life on a planet just by asking, just by having it, just by saying, go kill that planet. There are probably 122,000 life forms out there in the universe that could just do that, or they could do worse. They could have everyone on a planet tortured just for the fun of it. So, like I say, you know, that's what you're. You know, you have to understand that you're in a great big huge ocean of existence, and I am that creator in the middle, or some point in the middle, between 12 life form types or whatever. Rodney, on the other hand, and some other people are just fucking idiots. Like I said, David Bradley was a very good man. A very good. Like I said, my brother. He was better than me. There are people out there in the world that are better than me. There are people out there that are worse than me and clean themselves up. Anyway, and there are pieces of shit that say blah 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 behind me. Fucking losers. Who are still just clinging at what's it called? Like some black person would say, they said they don't know how life really is, do they? It's like, no, they don't. Anyway, I don't know. You know, Rosalie, like driving down the road, like she's tough or like she knows what's going on or something, or she's something. It's an act. She's scared as fuck, honestly. She should be. So should Rodney. I said, trying to pretend that you're Lucifer's star is stupid. And a lot of people died. Like I said, my heart will always lie with the Germans. They tried to save me or they saved me. I love them, okay? That doesn't mean I don't care about the black people. That doesn't mean I don't deeply love the English. And that doesn't mean that I don't feel connected to the Indians. Both of them. I think I would say many a time, you are life forms on my planet. You are life forms of life forms that I created. You know, I'm the one who everything like that's why I allowed them to be sentenced me to death. Because I said, it is partly my fault. It's my fault. I'll take the blame for it. Which is why I say anyone who's not a piece of shit, you know, just walk up, put the gun in front of me. I'll pull the trigger. I don't care anymore. Like I say, The Germans or my scientists came up with a fuel that you could drink. It's called alcohol. My engines could run on it. As far as the war and everything else, Nixon or JFK found him in a position where he had all these submarines. He had all these aircraft around him. And he just felt like he wanted to use them, I think. Like he would go down the submarines and the torpedoes would be right there. And Papa hated civilization. Because like I said, he mouthed off to me. The black people mouthed off to me. Like I said, and I guess they knew who I was, but they really thought that I was just someone that could just be killed. I was like 6 or 7 years old at the time. Anyway, like I said, go talk to Papa's boys. Or Papa. Black Papa. Like I said, used to wear a white fur coat, a white fur shoulder thing. Used to walk around with a lion's head cane, black or something like that. Silver or gold top. Used to go around slapping girls in Warsaw and all over the place. He used to say he owned Bentley or something like that. Bentley is B for Brian. Blacks had nothing to do with cars. Blacks were security. The only thing the blacks researched were claymores and other things that were used in Vietnam. Like I say, we all admitted who and what we are. I am Lucifer Star at your service. Like I said, I feel sorry for Anton. I wanted to go out there into the world. I wanted these people to come meet me. And I wanted to meet them. It's like, I know you're out there. I know what you've done. I'm your creator. Why don't you come see me? Why don't we talk this out like men? I'm 100 trillion years old, and truly, I could have had you all killed. Other people, if you actually knew what was going on, you would know that at some point in time, I could have had you all killed. I could have had all of you executed. I spared you. Rodney and lots of other people were like, blah, 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 blah. And other people were like, shut the fuck up. He spared us. Don't you know that? Because it's true. I forgave you and spared you. Rodney and Rick Bush and all these other people were like, yeah. No. They had no comprehension of who they had fucked with. They still don't. Like I said, Rodney really thought they could really win the war. It's like, you can win a war against an advanced race about 1 billion years older than you, possessing everything you have and more, that is on 250,000 worlds. Last time I checked, they had over 200 or 2 million colonies, or something like that, and climbing every day. Like I told Rodney, they can lay 5,000 or 10,000 eggs at a time and hatch them, and those eggs can sit around for 30 or 100 years before they hatch. They could literally hatch little bitty little killer death little things within minutes. All very effective, very dangerous little life forms. Like they hibernate. Like I told Rodney, I said, you land on one of those planets, it's over. I said, they attack in swarms of the whole, like I say, if you land and one ship lands on a planet or one ship attacks a planet, the whole planet responds in unison. It's called for the hive, just like a beehive. And the humans attacked them and tried to torture them. Like I say, I told them no. I told them to try and get along with you. That you were one of my newest life forms and that they should try and just contain you or just, let you be. As they would say, we exist on his favor. My favor. Rodney and everyone else would blah, 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 but they were boasting. Like I said, Richard Nixon said he won. Same as Rodney. He lost. He had the Chinese crushed them, utterly and completely. The German army would have crushed them too. They had armor-piercing rounds. They let you live, because they are better than you. And maybe that struck a chord with the Americans. Having these blonde-haired, blue-eyed people saying, we're better than you, and that's why we're letting you live. It was my feeling as well. Like, I don't really like to consider myself better than anyone. I want to be on your level. I want to say I'm like you. And I feel like I am like most of you. And that's another thing. I'll get that in the next video.